It's week 4 of the National Football League,
where we'll see the only teams to meet in back-to-back Super Bowls.
It's the Bills and the Cowboys, next on...
Here's the rookie from Stanford, Joshua Carty, to get us started. And we are underway from AT&T Stadium. Well, now how about this return? And he nearly broke that for more, but as it is, still a good return. They'll start the drive right around the 37. So here come the Bills on offense for the first time. And a look here at the veteran under center, their 7th-year quarterback.
I tell you what, when he is on schedule for that week, secondaries take notice because you've got to stay alert back there on every snap. A truly powerful arm, one that's capable of challenging any level of the defense on any given play. That's why so many scouts preach arm talent when preparing for the NFL draft. A quarterback with arm strength to make every throw in the book, he's an asset to have in any offense.
2nd down and 6 now. Looking to throw. Rainey. And an off-balance throw there, and it's going to wind up incomplete. You look at this Cowboy defense. In that win last week over the Giants, they were very good.
Have to admit, I was extremely impressed by what I saw. They ended up getting 4 sacks in the game, stayed in the face of the quarterback the entire time, made it difficult for him to step up and find receivers downfield.
And that's what they told us this week, that pressure on the QB is key. That's good for a first down, his 2nd catch of the opening drive.
Well, a lot of times when you get a manageable 3rd down situation like this, you have to think about your tight end, and he comes through for him, picking up the first down.
Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? And he got a little aggressive too early.
And he did, wanting that quick takeoff as the ball was snapped, but I think sometimes those big guys on offense, they're pretty cagey too, right? They make those little sudden moves or those little subtle moves that get you to jump.
Now a play fake here on first down. And his throw is going to be incomplete.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
Now the first carry here for the running back. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. A loss on that play, and now 3rd down gets tougher. 3rd and 6. Operating from the gun, Rainey. And the Cowboys' pressure gets there this time for the sack. The Bills send the punter out. As the first drive of the game stalls out, he's on to punt. And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. And this works out well as it'll kick out of bounds at the 11-yard line. So here are the Cowboys now backed up to get this drive started. They'll be led out by a first-round pick in the 2020 draft out of Utah State. This is Jordan Love.
And it felt like in watching the game tape, he got everyone involved last week.
He was a manager.
He really was. That's a great way to put it because they ran the ball some, they threw it accurately. 1 touchdown pass, so he didn't, break the bank doing that, but he didn't throw any interceptions. That's the bottom line. That's why a defense loves a quarterback like that. Doesn't put them in bad situations.
Just need a yard here. 2nd and 1. Throwing. Love. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. Down to the 10. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. A great play there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Cowboys will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. Extra point right down the middle, and it's now a 7-0 game. Pretty clean and simple there, just 2 plays. The long pass resulting in the touchdown on play number 2. And able to get this out to the 25. So here come the Bills out for their 2nd drive. Defense got the better of them last series, forcing a punt. See if they make a few changes in the game plan here and try to get points out of this drive. 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground here on first down.
Knifes his way forward here, but just 3 yards on the play. Second down.
The numbers for him from a week ago: 18 carries, 69 yards, and a touchdown.
Not a horrendous week last week running the ball, but definitely room for improvement for their numbers. No doubt they made some slight adjustments to how they're going to call plays this week in hopes they can kick those numbers up a notch.
Over the middle, complete. It's Davis.
And Davis will have a Bills first down as the tackle made up near the 35.
Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it.
A short one here, caught by McBride.
And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like right at the 40.
Ball at the 40 here for 2nd and 5.
Back to throw.
Rainey. A quick throw there is incomplete.
Well, anytime he reads man coverage, I don't think it's going to be the only time he'll try to hit that route to the outside in this game. He'll test the perimeter, but that time, they were up to the challenge.
Off play action.
Rainey. Loose inside the 30. He's got a first and maybe more.
And all the way home for a Bills touchdown.
Zay Flowers
with career touchdown number 60.
And the Bills are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. Now the extra point up and good by Aubrey.
And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away.
And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
Second drive forthcoming here for the Dallas Cowboys.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. It's a gain of 16 and the Dallas first down.
Not too shabby for his first carry of the game. That's exactly what most teams are looking for, a really good change of pace back.
Right back to him on first down.
And a strong run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 35.
Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays. Love looking to throw it. He finds his man, complete. It's Owens. His second catch. This one not quite as dynamic as his first, and it's second down.
At the 28-yard line.
Now they'll fake the jet sweep here and throw off play action.
And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on second down. To pass, here's Jordan Love.
He's got his target. That's complete. And he will have a Cowboys first down as they convert on 3rd and 3 with a nice gain of 7 yards. Taken in left side, it's Wilson.
So nothing doing there, and it'll be second down.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10. At the 22.
To throw now, here's Love.
What? And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And it looks like one of the DBs has it.
This drive didn't end well, but if they can keep stringing these together, they'll like what they're doing. That was an 8-play drive before it ended in a fumble. So the takeaway's got to be doing what we want to do and doing it well. Just got to take care of the ball at the end.
And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's second down.
Well, this defense for the Cowboys, they were very strong in the win last week over the Giants.
I have to admit, I was extremely impressed by what I saw on tape because they stayed in the face of the quarterback the entire game, ended up getting 4 sacks total, and made it difficult for him to step up and find receivers downfield. Also made it hard for him to escape the pocket and run.
Give him a gain of 5 on the completion. And now that sets up 3rd and 2. Looking to throw. Rainey. That is caught. And he is going to have a Bills first down, and he's going to have it by plenty. Able to get 8 yards there on 3rd and 2. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Back to throw. Rainey toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete.
You look at this Cowboy defense.
They've been pretty good against the pass. Not amazing, but good. Number 13 in the league.
And since this is such a good unit of covering passes downfield, I think that last play is typical of what we might see. A lot of short passes, see if they can generate some run after the catch, but nothing doing on that one.
7-7, our score after 1. The Bills with the football as we start quarter number 2. And this offense on 3rd down today, they've been good. 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have a Bills first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
They work now on 2nd and 9.
Looking to throw. Rainey. And his throw here is incomplete.
Well, he certainly thought he had a window to push that ball downfield, but as soon as he released the throw, the corner was there to slam that window shut.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. And the reception made by Green.
And he's going to be out of bounds here all the way down inside the 10.
They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
And the offense is saying to itself right now, if only they were all this easy, because he was wide open. And once he made the catch, plenty of room to work his way downfield. That was a breakdown on the defensive side of the ball, one that they want to fix immediately.
Back to throw. Rainey. And that is caught. Touchdown, Buffalo.
Gabriel Davis.
His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Bills have taken the lead.
Aubrey now for the PAT.
And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. So that one a pretty time-consuming 10-play drive.
And it ends with a touchdown pass to Gabriel Davis.
Now a hit and a loose football.
Possession of the football going back to the Cowboys.
That 7-0 lead in there is short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula that got them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they can get this game tied up.
Throwing middle, and it's complete. And the stiff arm made it a pretty little run. Not a huge gain, but a nice chunk of yardage. They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on 2nd and inches. Love. He finds his man, complete. That's Owens. That'll put him at 95 receiving yards now as he's got a 1st down. Now Love. Looking middle, and that's complete. That'll go for a gain of 7, and it's 2nd down.
Going back to Love.
Escaping the pressure right. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. That one a broken play, but it ends up being a good play. The scramble goes for 20.
Well, here's your first example of how this guy can beat you in more ways than one, because they took away his arm, but he was more than happy to dissect them with his legs for that first down pickup.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Hands it off out of the gun.
And he'll get this one down to about the 17. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the Bills' 17-yard line.
Love now. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first.
Here's Love. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
First and goal at the 4-yard line.
Looking to throw. Love. Touchdown, Cowboys!
Parker Washington
From 4 yards out.
and the Cowboys are an extra point away from drawing level.
Point after, right down the middle. And we are tied at 14. So that drive in total 8 plays. And it's capped off with a Cowboys touchdown. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away.
And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
And now out come the Bills. Touchdowns on back-to-back drives. So a very good flow right now offensively.
Hard to slow them down, too, because they are locked in. Feel like the offense coordinator is a little bit ahead of the defensive guys right now. They're beating them to the punch with their play calls. They've got a nice rhythm they're locked into. How can the defensive guys come up with something that'll disrupt that flow? That's what they're seeking right now.
Well, it's been an exciting sequence to watch.
That's the first time he's called his own number, but he's got to be overjoyed with the results. He wasn't just going to settle for a modest gain. To me, he was determined to come through with a big message to a defense that slept on him in the pocket.
No gain on the play there. 2nd down. One back in the backfield. He'll get the carry. And he takes it past the 45 and down at the 46. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. Back to throw. Rainey working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 36. 18 yards, a big pickup there on 3rd down.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
And they'll run on the inside handoff.
And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down.
This is 2nd and 8.
And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. And he's going to go down here, a sack. They push him back to the 34.
So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. From the gun, they'll try to run it.
And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. Play number 9 set to come here on the drive on 3rd and 2. Looking to throw. Rainey.
throw out wide, going to be incomplete. This Cowboy defense looked ready for that third down pass. Brings up fourth.
And based on my math, they've only converted one time thus far in this game, so you can see the frustration starting to come out a little bit. Third downs, they've been a problem for them all game. They've got to start becoming solutions.
So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number one. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that.
Now a hit and a loose football. And it looks like the defense has got it.
And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive. Rainey.
Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down.
Back to throw. Rainey being chased out left. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
And now we're going to get a stoppage. A member of the Cowboys shaken up. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment. How to approach this. 3rd down and 16 yards to go.
Operating from the gun. Rainey. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up. So now on comes the field goal unit. And wow, this is no ordinary try here. This from 54 yards away. And his kick is good. And they stretch the lead to 6. It's 20-14 now. Well, maybe a little bit of an anxious moment there as that ball got closer and closer, but it does curl in.
Yeah, actually did a little bit of a slow dance there with the left upright, didn't it? But had just enough space, as you said, for it to curl in.
And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The offense for the Cowboys now working their way back onto the field.
And with still more than a minute to go in the half, time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it when...
And it's out. He put it on the carpet. Now this is picked up by the Bills.
Inside the 10.
And this is going to be brought back for a Bills touchdown. Huge play by the defense, not only to force the fumble, obviously, but to return it for a touchdown.
And I know it's no fun for anyone who plays offense, but...
And now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at this just to make sure. Now the question, was the knee in fact down before this ball comes loose? And is the video convincing enough to overturn it? So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble.
And they take him down. The Bills get to him. The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. That'll be a 44-yard boot, just a yard on the return as he's covered up quickly. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10.
The Bills going to take over now late in this first half.
And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead, but a mistake there, that can change things in a big way. I say go ahead, take the knee, get on out for the half.
And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds.
2nd and 5.
Looking to throw. Rainey. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. A final shot before break. Rainey. His throw incomplete. So we've reached halftime with a visiting.
And we'll jump right over halftime and keep the game going here in Week 4. Second half kickoff, ready to go.
Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3.
And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape, up past the 30. The Cowboys offense and quarterback Jordan Love heading back out onto the field. And we'll take you through some of the highlights here. You'll notice he had a hand in a lot of them so far. He's got this offense rolling right now.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
Well, Charles, in that first half, we saw a fair amount of offense on both sides of the football, and now the team trailing here will start with it in the third quarter.
And we both know this coach pretty darn well, don't we? Because his game planning is always on point. And now that he's getting the ball to start the second half, how about all the offense that you already referenced in the first half? He'll put that all together and come out with something really strong, I believe, to get things going here in the third quarter.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
Oh, that was a thing of beauty right there. Look at how quick those blockers fired off the line once the ball was snapped. That was an O-line on a mission, all in sync, and the defense is lucky that play only picked up 5 yards.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down.
Love from the gun on third down. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And he goes out of bounds. It looks like right at the 50. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And that'll bring up fourth down. Out now comes the Cowboys punter. He'll boot it away from about his 35. And this will be out of bounds at the what here? The 12-yard line. So here's the Bills offense now. They get ready for their first possession of the second half. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, second and 12.
Sometimes in the run game, you can make the argument that quickness beats size. And how about the example right here?
And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. Third down, now even tougher. 3rd and 13 after that loss of a yard.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete.
And he's going to come up well short as they rally up to stop him at about the 16. They do get 7 out of that, but not enough to prevent a fourth down.
The Bills send the punter out, standing just outside his own goal line.
And now a low liner. I think he mishit it.
And this kick will be touched down as they spot it inside the 45-yard line. Here's the Dallas offense now heading back out onto the field. We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
And have hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defenses right now, they seem to be a step ahead, don't they? Beating them to the point of attack, beating them to the punch. These offensive guys are tinkering like crazy. What's it going to take to get back on track?
Yeah, both sides searching for adjustments. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Over the middle, that's caught by Owens. 5th catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a first down.
First and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Back to throw. Love. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he's got this down to the 35. 11 yards and a Cowboy first down. 5th catch of the game for him there.
Yeah, and the tight end position is now becoming a volume pass catcher. Used to be occasional, right? Safety valve. Throw one to him every so often, but mainly they want him out there to block. Nowadays, an integral part of the passing game, and they create such great mismatches that they often become the leading receiver.
Another big hitter there. This one good for 18.
Yeah, they really needed to get something going, didn't they? They had punted on the last 2 possessions. The running game starting to come to the front for them, providing a nice pickup there to keep this drive going.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
Operating from the gun, Love. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
But based on the play we just saw there, he might not be the guy you want to challenge in coverage on these all-important snaps. He certainly looks dialed in right now.
From the gun, he'll hand this off.
And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1.
Brought down at the 1-yard line. First and goal at the 1-yard line.
Looking to throw. Love. He's got it. Touchdown. From a yard out.
And the Cowboys are an extra point away from taking the lead.
There was no going through the progressions on that touchdown pass.
Yeah, nor was it necessary. His receiver won that route early, presented him.
And now before we get to the extra point, remember all touchdowns do have to be confirmed by the replay official. Is this a touchdown? That's the question. So take away the touchdown. The officials rule he did not get the football to break the plane.
Throwing again on second down.
Love. That's to the pylon and incomplete.
No receivers open downfield, so instead of forcing the ball to the sideline, he's going to throw this one down to Fort Worth. He'd rather have the incompletion than the turnover.
They'll try to run this one in. And he will fight his way into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. A great effort there.
His second rushing touchdown on the year. And the Cowboys are an extra point away from capturing the lead.
Extra point splits the uprights. And that will put them on top here in the third. A good drive that time as they go 9 plays in all. And it culminates in a Dallas touchdown. The kick team out there for the Cowboys as they run up to send this one away.
And he'll be stopped up at the 25.
They'll start on the ground here on first down. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. Not much there, maybe a couple up to the 35.
Brandon, we talk all the time about those hybrid players, guys who can do more than one thing. And I think if you're playing strong safety in the NFL today, you are a true hybrid. Part linebacker, part cover guy.
And coming up, sticking his nose in the mess there and making a nice play defensively. It's a gain of 4 there and gives him a new set of downs. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
From the 42-yard line, here's 2nd down and 7.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw.
A short one here, caught by McBride.
So give him 2 yards there on the completion. And now it's 3rd and 4. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Back now in Arlington, and we've got a dandy here. A 1-point game as we begin the 4th. From the gun on 3rd down. Rainey.
Open man is Flowers. He's got it. And he is going to have a Bills first down by about a yard as they find a way to convert there on 3rd down and 5.
Operating from the gun. Rainey.
The quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here in this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on first down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops, and escape this drive.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
Backed up here, tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw.
Got his man, that's Davis.
And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 37. The drive stays intact with a pickup of 13. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
He did an okay job of absorbing the hit, just couldn't secure the football through the catch.
And he was right there on the spot and forced the incompletion. That's something defenders work on all the time. If you're there, make the contact, but continue to work your way through the receiver so that you can't possess the football and turn it into a catch.
That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. They'd love to get a little closer if they need to kick the field goal on 4th down. From this spot, it's 46 yards. And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. This for a 4th quarter lead. And this is good from 57 yards out. That was bombs away right there. And the Bills have taken the lead here in the 4th. You talk about a big kick under pressure in the 4th quarter. I mean, that wasn't like a 33-yarder. That was long distance.
Not only does it show the faith that they have in him, but also remember, if they miss that one, they're giving up the ball near midfield, so they have to be very confident that he was going to put that one to the post. And that's the type of return that puts a tremendous amount of pressure on the defense now. They've got to go out on the field almost like it's a sudden change, almost like it's a turnover. They've got to go out there and try and stop them. But, boy, what a tough spot they're in.
Got a man, and he hits him in stride. He's taken down at the 7 after a gain of 7.
2nd down and 3, ball on the 7.
At the 7-yard line.
Back to throw. Love. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cowboys.
Garrett Wilson.
A 7-yard touchdown grab.
And the Cowboys have taken a 4th quarter lead.
Extra point right down the middle. And the lead is up to 5. The kick team out there for the Cowboys as they run up to send this one away.
And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. The Bills offense and their quarterback ready to go once more. And this defense might be about ready to wave the white flag. Nothing they have tried to throw at him has been that successful. He just processes things so quickly and makes the right read seemingly every time.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And this will leave them a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
2nd down and a yard.
Off the play fake. Rainey.
That's caught. It's Flowers.
And he's able to get it all the way down to the 20. So a big play as it gets him all the way down to the 20 now for 1st and 10. Operating from the gun. Rainey.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted.
And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Cowboy defense has a touchdown.
It just appeared there that the defense, they had that read from the moment the ball was snapped. And not only do they get the interception, add a nice return on top of it, all the way to the end zone for a defensive touchdown.
Yeah, and the guy made the play. He gets the points, but it really was a group effort, wasn't it? How about the coaches? They've got to be so excited. All the preparation, time in the film room, it translated into a big play that put points on the board for their team.
The Bills offense and receiver Zay Flowers set to take over once more. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. We'll see if they can band back together after the pick six. It hurt badly, but still within striking distance. A two-score game with a good chunk of time on the clock.
Fourth quarter, every drive so critical, and you figure may only get one more shot after this, so a touchdown's imperative on this drive.
It is, but you also have to think to yourself in play calling, don't hold anything back. Don't even save it for the second touchdown. You got the first one for the second one to even matter. The quarterback got away with one there. Looked like he was in line for a pick, but instead, it's knocked harmlessly to the turf.
From the gun on third down, Rainey. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. But he won't quite make it. He needed 6. He got about 5. Fourth down. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on fourth down. They're going for it. And they'll send the tight end in motion here. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage.
It's a gain of 6. And the Bills first down.
Back to throw again.
That one into the hands of Flowers.
So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch, and that'll bring up second down.
Throwing left sideline there, but it's incomplete.
Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5. Again, he'll drop to throw. Open man is Henderson. That's complete.
And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 35.
They'll look to throw again. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
Well, hang on now. We're going to pause here. We've got an injured player.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw.
He'll get this to Flowers, left side. Now second down and a few inches.
Operating from the gun.
Rainey caught by Green on the out route.
And he'll get this down inside the 5 to the 4 before he's out of bounds.
Now first and goal.
Looking to throw.
Rainey. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down.
Operating from the gun. Rainey. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. It's their quarterback. His 3rd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year.
And the Bills have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th. Aubrey good with a PAT.
And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter.
So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape up past the 30.
So here are the Cowboys to take over. They're on a 3-game winning streak and right now looking good in this one.